Okay guys, back with the fourth and final round. The regular on stream, Dan Preston versus Jack T. Icewind Storm versus Ice Lightning Cat 8.
It's not something you see every day. I know that the other Jack, Mr. Caravan himself, is also trying to get Cat 8 to work in an Ice Lightning context. And with the new cards coming out, with the new Squall and now the new Adir that was just spoiled, I think there's definitely justification to go that way.
Oh, absolutely. Some of those new cards that are coming out are just plain mean. So, yeah, give them the thumbs up. Let's get them going. Offers the cuts. No one wants a cut because we're all friends around here.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why people end up getting hit with the X-Burst.
Yep, it's all their fault and they don't know it. Okay, so we're getting Mulligan. Makes sense.
And just for a bit of context, guys, both our winner from round 1 and winner from round 3, Nia and Connor, are playing each other right now to see who wins tonight. So
hopefully they're not playing themselves. That would be unfortunate at this stage of the game.
Also, slightly time warpy. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup for Nia again with her walls versus the monsters. It's going to be a tough matchup there. But in the meantime,
we've got Locke and Gacha Masia, a Dan Preston #1 exclusive card for Nagmalada, probably getting,
let's get Atomos out there, start getting those cast 2s for reactivations. Now we do know that Preston does like to play Neo X-Death in this one as well.
Yeah, this is a new addition in his deck, something you don't really see in Ice Wind Storm at all. But when that card hits the board, you're not expecting it, it is the worst. So, okay, we got Kate Sith.
I mean, do you not just get rid of the Atmos right away?
I mean, it depends. Yeah, Atmos is probably the right call. I mean, I think Preston is only running one of each, so that is Atmos counted out for this game.
Yeah, that is really going to slow him down, make his turns and decision making that little bit harder. And Jack T getting absolutely the beautiful discard of a Kate Sith for a Kate Sith. So.
Named backup for named backup is just the dream, right?
Yeah.
You run two because you want to see it, and then if you see them both, you've got the easiest choice ever.
Yeah, it's just like that Parmesan cheese on your spaghetti bolognese, you know? Just that little bit of extra.
Okay, and we're going into Hurdy as well.
Oh god, that's a new one that I don't think we've seen on stream.
Hurdy.
I'm glad you can spell. This one.
That's him, yeah. Her. Let us know in the chat.
It's a bunny. Put Hurdy into the break zone. Choose one forward, Dull Freeze it, and put Hurdy into break zone. Choose one ice or fire forward of cost 5 or less from your hand onto the field. Pretty nice.
Okay, so we know that he's running Ice Lightning. Are we going to see Fire CP played? I mean, is this just for the first tap effect?
Yeah, just a random Dull Freeze. Could be interesting, could be game winning, you never know. But in the meantime, Preston going in with a Lulu into, I think he picked up an Azura.
Yeah, that's right, and also a Moogle 11, so that's another Dan Preston sort of card where you just want to start searching for anything you like. Yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with that.
And speaking of, like, obviously we've already mentioned the Neo X-Death, but he does like, I think, Lemmy the Boko or whatever it's called.
Oh my goodness, yeah, it's yet another card whose name escapes us.
Yeah, I'll keep trying to find it in the meantime. But either way, when you get to like cast 5, oh, there it is. Good spot there, Paul. Yeah, get to cast 5. You basically just search for one character and play it for cost 8 or less.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it was bad enough getting 8 CP lockout at the end of a turn, which for those who don't know, 8 play at the end of a turn. If you let the turn end and the end of turn effects go off, they go off, and you cannot respond to them. So it is. Really good card.
Yeah, exactly that. Non-stackable end of turn is absolutely brutal. But I think that's kind of what makes this game interesting, when you have that sort of definitive line of, hey, you can't do anything else.
Hey, we agreed to end the turn.
Yeah, deal with the consequences.
Okay, so we've hit Reeve on Jack's side there, pitching a Raijin, I want to say.
Potentially he's got the Vincent maybe to search. I didn't see what he actually went for.
I would hope Vincent, because it is a really good card, and even at this early stage of the game, yeah, we're going to play him straight away, freeze out 2 backups.
Yeah, let's fight ice with ice apparently. Let's get the Dull Freeze on the other side. It's a bit difficult, but again, we've already lost the Atmos, so reactivation isn't necessarily an easy thing in this deck now.
And we've drawn double Moogle 11 to activate cast Every for one of them and use the other.
Did he just ditch his S effect for the...
He drew two of them. So,
okay. So never punished.
Never punished, obviously, no.
So Moogle Search, what are we going for here, Preston?
Okay, so I would say he probably wants to go into Sid Hayes at this stage now. He's not got the Atmos in play. That's not going to come back. So he's got to start getting those cast threes and making them count. I think Sid Hayes would probably be the right choice here, but there's also many other ways you can go. Search any card is pretty potent.
Yeah, it's nice to do it as a sort of an effector whenever you want to as well.
That's
None
right,
of this just like playing Thordan or playing Shinryu.
And there we go, Sid Hayes, yeah.
Absolute monster in this deck. When we first saw it, read like War and Peace, and has probably just as much impact, to be honest.
Well, I mean, it's the granddaddy of Ice Wind Storm, because Wind was fine on its own until an Ice Wind card came out and meant that you had to play Ice to get the most value.
Yeah.
And that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Quistis now, okay. So, revealing 5 from the top, adding 1 category 8 forward to hand. I think Irvine is the correct choice here.
Oh, absolutely. You could really start hurting Preston here, especially if he's got things like a Luso in the break, like a Zidane. If you can keep that Irvine around.
I mean, Irvine, you can even get rid of his summons, which is something he recurs quite often with Lulu.
Yeah.
It was obviously won't give him the haste and 2k, but
you could do it always on the attack, right?
That's
get
right,
get the haste attack.
Take characters out first, then summons out later. Absolutely, yeah. Just to get, I think Jack needs to get all of those out.
Yeah, and here
as
we
soon
go.
as possible.
We have seen Irvin put in a lot of work tonight. I think it's been a really sort of monumental deck there. Don't blame him at all. Definitely get rid of that lock.
Mm-hmm. Next, I think you should go for the 2 Moogle. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, Gachi Messiah, not doing many favours there. And a mystery. Oh, I think that is Typhon.
Yeah, I think you could be right. But unfortunately, sorry about the glare there, guys. It's, ceiling lightning everywhere. So, light it, God. Just send me home. I got an hour drive after this as well. Kill me dead.
You and me both, mate. You and me both. That's just how committed we are, though. I mean, people saying, "Oh, I can't get my bus. I'll have to walk for half an hour." No, not good enough.
Jacob and Taylor again not showing up. The absolute disrespect.
I mean, Swindon isn't that far away, is it?
They got to travel just about the same distance I have.
Yeah. I mean, you're straight down the M4. What's there to worry about?
We love you guys, by the way. Get back soon. In the meantime, though, Preston, he's kind of reeling here. He's not got his backups, and he's not really able to storm off as much as he would like.
No, I mean...
is that?
Laku Hiboka.
Yeah, and an Azura.
To reactivate. So we're going to cast 2 into Sid
Hayes, yeah.
Hayes, yeah.
So next one is 2 cheaper.
And, okay, yeah.
This is 8k.
So in response, freeze a backup. Why wouldn't you? Yeah,
I would have probably frozen the ice one though, personally. But
just then you're guaranteed locking him out of a colour at that point.
Can Shantato become 0?
Yes. So Jack has 1 in hand.
Yeah. So that makes it 2 cheaper.
And then he doesn't have the
3 cheaper even. And and then Sid Hayes makes it 2 cheaper after that.
And there's no clause saying cannot become 0 on either card, so it can become 0.
Now, sadly, we didn't see what Preston there picked up. Sorry, because I was too busy looking for a Shantato. But he has managed to stop the Irvin from attacking for a turn.
Oh, he got the Sid. It's the backup searcher that searches Sid.
The engineer guy.
Sid, the engineer.
Sid something. I'm glad that we both know names of cards.
No, it does have something sickness, you're right.
Like, we both can have the... There he is, yeah.
Sid Polendina.
That's the one. We can all have the brain of the doctor of isonomics, one Jacko himself, because that guy can name SFX, and that bewilders me enough, so...
I didn't even know they had names. Here we are. Okay, so we're going into a light Squall.
Ooh, that's one.
A 2CP light Squall because he does have enough Category 8 characters on big field to make him cheaper.
So when he enters, he can, or attacks even, choose one character, dull and freeze it. All fours you control gain a key. That is pretty big.
That's potent. I mean, we've got an 8k Quistis threatening an attack, which can either trade with the Shantato, which would be very good for Preston, or punch over the Lulu and Sid Hayes. I mean, I would take the Shantato trading for Quistis all day long.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, so
keep him out of his ICP.
yeah, now's the time to freeze out his ICP. I still would have done it first, just because the general rule of thumb is that if you've got a choice between colours, you take the most rare colour, so it's just that much harder for them to get cards going.
That's it. And I think it's fine here for Jack T not to attack.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a big board to face up against. I mean, trading with the Shantato would be a massive deficit for Jack, because he did pay a grand total of nothing for it and got a card back. So
now, so we see the Azura in hand here.
we cast the Azura to reactivate all, so that's cast one.
Again, though, you've now made him waste a summon to be able to do this. We're probably still going to hit the Sid Hayes trigger, but rather than getting something back, you're obviously. Well, I don't know if he's actually got any characters left in that break zone, come to think of it.
No, that's right. I mean, I'm hoping for Preston's sake that the card in his hand he can discard Sid Hayes for and play it to make that cast 3 this turn. That would be something to keep him going for the next few turns, give him some light at the end of the tunnel to look towards. But
the question is can Preston get to cast 5 and maybe get the Boca effect?
That would be huge if possible. So yeah, there goes Sid Hayes for Zidane. Oh, there we go. If you want to cast something on cast 3, that's what you want.
This card.
Yeah. Very good candidate for a ban, I would say.
Oh, absolutely. Because not only do you get to play with your deck of 50, you get to play with your opponent's deck.
As if that was, not unfair or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's reactivating the Moogle 11, just because. He knows that both S's are out of play.
Yeah, we're on cast 3. We're not getting to fight this turn.
Mm-hmm. But we are going to freeze those two down. Those are the two that are the most troublesome, because you're going to either lose what's left of your break zone or just lose access to a backup every single turn.
Absolutely. So Zidane coming in, he can be blocked, right? So do you just kind of tank it with the Quistis here and...
I think so, yeah. I mean, you don't want him to rob. You don't want Dan to rob any more cards off you, if at all possible.
Yeah, and he's already hit that Shiva, which is definitely castable in the deck. Well, to be honest, anything that he pulls from Jack T is pretty much castable.
That's right. I mean, you might imagine him getting the Shiva for 0 CP on a later turn. That would be
and as the
poetic.
Additional cast as well. Yeah, so don't hate this. Like the killing of Zidane. To be honest, I'm happy that any time a Zidane dies, a fairy grows its wings usually. So
we all have a Merry Christmas when that happens. Okay, so back on to Jack's turn.
Pretty close game here. Oh god, now you're gonna make me try and remember the name of that guy. It's not another Sid, is it?
It is another Sid. It is Sid Kramer.
Okay.
The old Seinfeld fan himself.
So paying Cat 8s with any CP produced by any element, that's pretty nice.
I mean, you compare that to the Mannequins card, the Shantoto, the thing that lets you just pay for any colour mannequins.
Lady of Antiquity.
That's her, yeah. Lady of. I mean, compare the text on that to Sid Kramer, and I think Category 8 are being robbed.
Again, though, I'm a big proponent of cadets, so I'm waiting for a colour fix in there.
I mean, even if the cadets colour fixer backup that needs to happen had this exact text but replaced Category 8 with Class 0 cadet, I think that would be enough to push it into in mainstream.
Yeah. So we can see a Chocobo here. Now we get to set something to 5k as well. But
So he's going to resolve the card first.
Ooh, the Alexander could be good here.
You can only pick up a character with Chocobo, unfortunately.
Of course, yeah,
so
of course.
he is limited to Chocolate, I want to say, and yeah, Chocolate or Norstahlen. Okay. That's the Amma. Yeah, okay.
Now, again, dude, maybe just sit on your hand here. Maybe not push for the 3, take the hit from the Irvin, and then maybe try and go for the 5. Hit the Neo X Death with a Laboka next turn.
Okay.
That could be an option here, but it looks like Preston is saying no, he wants to get his Sid Hayes triggers.
So, yeah, Leffy, Everett reactivating the backup he just paid so that he can then tap 2 to pay another.
Yeah. So
cast 3 coming in with Renoa.
Okay, so what's that going to do for him here? Is it just a body, or can it actually give him something?
Actually, on damage 5, this could swing the game in Preston's favour. Damage 5, when Renoa attacks, dull all characters opponent controls.
That could be pretty big.
That's that.
But now he's cast the Shiva for free as well.
Okay,
so that's
yeah,
put
of
him
course.
on cast 3. He's now going to freeze.
That would be cast 4.
Oh,
actually.
of course. Can he do one more? I don't think he can, though. Again, I think maybe he should have sat on that another turn. Because Laboka into Neo X Death here could be really strong.
That could very much turn the game back into Dan's favour. I mean, Dan is doing very well. He's getting everything going. He's not taking... I mean, 1-0 damage doesn't feel right for a game this intense that's gone on for this long.
We do need to be careful that he doesn't use the Every again. Usually he taps it for...
Reminding,
yeah. He hasn't done that here. There we go.
No, I'm going to have to...
hang on. I don't think he's reactivating yet.
No, he's tapped it to show that it has been done. So, yeah, he's just counting out his casts.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, because you can forget with that being cost 0, you know.
There are a lot of triggers and a lot of effects to remember, especially in a big, complicated control deck like this. So there's no blame going Dan's way if you do mess these things up every now and again. But it looks like he's playing it perfectly right now. He's just...
If you ever want to watch something that is like seeing the pyramids of Giza or the Great Wall of China, get Dan drunk and then watch him play this deck. It's like Stephen Hawking.
Oh my god, yes.
It's something altogether different. So
that served him well in Euros. Okay, and we're finally equalising damage 1-0. Adia backup, search for a Job Witch on tap. I mean, that Adia is probably not worth it, even with the new Ultimisia. Because obviously you'd need to run a bunch of high-cost characters to make Ultimisia worth it. So.
And to be fair, we've also seen a new Ultimisia spoiler, which we spoiled at Winter Cup, which was really good, and also a new Adia spoiler from today as well. So check that out, guys. We do have them up on our Discord. So okay,
and a Renoa of Jack's very own, which costs 0 due to the number of Cat 8 things on the board, which is scary.
Yeah, I see your Renoa, which is mine, and raise you one of mine. And he's going to get another Renoa back.
Sure, why not? Just in case. Because now they both threaten the ability to swing and dull the entire board, making things very dangerous for both players.
I think if you can just keep kind of pumping out these forwards, eventually you're going to get to the point where you just can't keep getting them dull and frozen.
Absolutely. And Reaver, wow, okay.
We haven't seen this on stream before, I don't think.
No, this is a new one.
So, when Griever is put from the field into the break zone, you may search for a Job Witch, which is probably going to be the Ultimate we can see on top of it, and play it onto the field. Tap it, select one of the 2 following actions, choose one dull forward opponent controls, break it, your opponent discards a card. Discard can hurt Preston quite a lot.
That's right, yeah. I mean, this is quite a slow card, really. You're paying 6 CP and you're getting nothing for it immediately, but you have that threat of as soon as it goes to the break zone, it is going to go and get something that will refund you that value. And if you do nothing, it'll start tapping and generating its own value that way. So at a glance, it seems not a great card, but actually, there's not a lot to be said about Griever. I quite like it.
And especially when you're versing Ice Wind Storm, you know you're not going to see any Mist Dragons or anything like that really spoil your day. So we could be seeing, again, this is such a tight game.
That's right, both players really building up that big board, waiting for the other board to collapse, as it were. Yeah. Okay, so we've got
Chocobo again. Oh, there is a lock. That could be big.
I think, depending on what he's got in hand and how many casts he can do this turn, probably wants to go for... Yep, he's gone for Rosa. Yeah, that makes sense.
Can he get a double 5 trigger? That would be funny.
don't think so with this current hand size, but we are going to count the casts out just to be sure. So Rosa will be cast 2.
Yeah, there's an Azura in hand there.
Okay.
So 3 for the Rosa. That's cast 2.
Cast 2, yeah.
Yeah. Cast 3 is going to be the Azura to reactivate your backups.
Well, no, you get the free reactivate from Rosa. Anyway, seeing cast 3 happen. So that is now cast 3.
Sedan is up.
Sedan goes to the hand, and
Yeah, so reactivate from Rosa.
Lulu is also going to make somebody 5k. I think they've chosen Squall. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm surprised you didn't pick the Griever there, but I suppose you don't want the enter the break zone effect.
No, that's right. I mean, unless he can blank that ability, he is going to get it.
Now we reactivate. Now we do know that we have a Sedan. That's going to be cast 4.
Yeah.
If he hits anything good,
We could very easily see a 5-cast turn here and get something off the top of the deck with Rosa and potentially a Neo X Death from the deck at the end of the next turn. Okay, and another 4 CP Adia backup.
What is that last card in Preston's hand now? Is it playable? It's not that Sid Hayes still, is it?
I think he binned that a while ago. He might have drawn another. I think I want to say he binned the Sid Hayes for Chocolate just to get things going.
Man, he seems to be always just about getting to cast 4, never making to that cast 5.
It's a big ask, and I think more often than not, Rosa is good because you are probably able to get cast 3 a lot more consistently.
Absolutely.
And that refund is enough to get you into a 4th cast very comfortably without expending too many resources. So
Try again. Sick Creamer. Oh, God. Preston is not hitting any gas here from Jack T's deck. Again, kill that Sedan with extreme prejudice. What has he got there? He wants it. He's gagging for it. You can see it.
okay, and we're going to put a counter on Chocolate now.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think...
Oh, and then
let's do it
Every.
again. I think this is probably Preston saying he can't play that last card.
If that was a 4 CP card and he just realised that he could have Ebrayed one of his backups to make 4 CP,
Oh, God, that would be devastating.
let's hope that's not the case. We'll see now. I think he's going to go. I mean, he's got the 3 casts, so
He's still in combat, so I mean...
well, he's in main 1, right? Yeah, he's just gone to combat now to dull freeze the.
And he attacked with a Zidane.
Oh, so we did attack with the Zidane. That's right. We did.
I think I probably would have gone in with a Renoa, you know. Like, you're only on 1 damage, and you're likely only going to go to damage, 3 maybe.
See, I think if Preston's going to be receiving a lot of damage, it's going to be because he has no forwards on board, and that Renault will be gone anyway. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah. The thing is, though, in theory, like, if you attack with a Renoa, it's likely that Jack T isn't going to block, because he also wants to be... Oh, okay.
Quistis S effect.
What in... Oh, holy hell.
Now, come on, Jacko, if you're still in the chat, please bring up the name of that S effect before it hits the screen. Too late.
Yeah, without using Google.
Level ? Death.
Reveal the top card of your deck. Break all forwards opponent controls of cost as shit.
Same cost?
Yeah.
So we missed that. I think you revealed it 2, because Zidane is now gone. Oh no, Zidane died on the block.
Zidane, yeah. I think it might have been 4s because the Shantato and the Renoa are gone.
That's right, yeah. It was most probably 4 because, Shantato and Renault are gone. I mean, Preston has a big range of numbers on the board. He still has a lot of his main big pieces.
Yeah.
Still very early days for this game with less than 7 minutes left on the clock. Someone's going to have to put their foot down and put it down soon.
Yeah, now we do have the trigger from Squall there, which will dull freeze a character.
I mean, that's going to be essential in pushing through, I think, just to...
I mean, do you maybe just target, I don't know, Sid or Lulu and try and push for a bit more extra damage this turn?
Okay, so we're going Emperor Gestal for Lulu to get back a Quistis or Renoa did he get back?
I'm not quite sure there. Didn't see what it was. I'm surprised it wasn't the Quistis, though, to be honest, because...
Another asset. I mean, it is a bit dice rolly. I mean, you might hit something that they don't have. It gets more and more risky as the game goes on.
No, I was thought, is he picking the Rosa? Don't pick the Rosa. Picking the Rosa is bad.
Don't pick the Rosa.
Yeah.
Yep, there he goes. He's picked the Rosa. There we go.
That could make a huge bit of difference. But no blocks.
Izana.
To be honest, that could be pretty big because you could have gone Izana, Chocobo, get back the
Absolutely.
Sid Hayes.
It is such an important card to rack up your cost count, cast count. There we go.
Cost. What? So Preston now 3 cards in hand.
Chocolate is live at least, so that he will get Everett's back in action. Even though Everett doesn't tap, it's just a nice way to show to both players that yes, Everett has been used this turn. You'll have to get a token for that saying yes, I've used Everett. That would be quite funny.
No, he hasn't used Everett yet, just in case. So Alexander first. Draw a card.
Okay, and he's drawn a Search and Moogle Chocobo. Chocomog, I want to say.
I can't even find which Alexander. I'm guessing this one. Damn it, not that one. Okay, let's find Chocomog, because I know that one.
Choco/Mog.
Chocomog.
Yep, okay, Chocomog. Searching for a target. There is a target, is the class something Moogle that goes from ice into wind. Very nice choice for Dan there.
So what are we on now? Cast 2?
Cast 2, yeah, that's right. No, cast 1. Is it cast 2?
No, because you cast the Alexander first.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So Alexander and then Chocomog.
And he's still got the Everett reactivation. Mm-hmm. In theory, we could get to 5 here, I think. Depending on what he's got.
So we know that backup's a deadish card in hand. It's just there to pay for something else.
No Azura by the looks of things. I suppose you would have gone for the Zidane otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's absolutely right. Let's see.
Just under 4 minutes on the clock.
Sid Hayes in hand. Class something Moogle. It's not exactly spoiled for choice. A 5 cast turn might be out of the question here, unfortunately. He's maybe looking into that cast 3, just because obviously you get the Rosa and Sid Hayes. If he can do it, though, that's the issue.
And the problem is you can't look at that board state and then.
Okay, so he's moved to combat.
He's trying to try and get the Renoa to block. I think he's got another one.
Yeah.
But no, don't block it. You want to be on damage 5
hang
or
on,
1.
if he drops a summon, Lulu will knock the power down.
Nah, he wants it dead. He's got one in hand still.
That's fair.
It's got to be, right?
No, you're absolutely right there. That's what he's doing. I mean, he's just...
The thing is Jack T is happy to take damage. He's on 1. Mm-hmm. And he wants to be on 5 because Renoa attacks and then everything gets dulled anyway, and he'd probably win at that point.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's such a high stakes game at the moment, you know. Lots of stuff going on. Oh, okay, swinging in with Rosa too. I mean, block and trade here. I mean, this is somewhat controversial from Dan's normal play style, but
controversial on both sides. I'm not sure I would have taken the blocks this early, but did Jack T maybe get back a Renoa when he played the Emperor Gestal earlier?
That could very well be what he's done, yeah. I think that's probably it. And, right, what are we going into? So we're going into...
Main phase 2, I'm guessing. The problem is you've lost your Rosa now, so you're not getting your reactivation.
Yeah, this is going to be quite the mountain for Preston to climb.
Well, so there's another Sid Hayes like we thought.
Okay.
So plays another Rosa.
Plays another Rosa.
But the problem is whoa, no.
What are we doing here?
So he's undone all of that. I think you might have to go put a foot in on that one, because that's a bit much. Basically, he realizes that the Rosa is not going to be cast 3.
Yeah.
And he wants...
It's... I mean, as judges / commentators, we really should point out that taking back turns is... Even if both players agree to it, it shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
I think for the sake of brevity, we're just going to let this one slide for now, but we will mention at a later date that, you know, we shouldn't really be doing this, even if both players allow it. It's not how we're going. It looks like he's just doing the exact same play again anyway.
Yeah, so he went back to combat, attacked with the Lulu, undid it all, but he's not going to have his cast 3 trigger from Rosa. So that's cast 4.
Oh, he's putting Lako Boker away at the end of turn. Cast 4.
Hang on, he's missed. He's cast 4 here, not cast 5.
So he can search for something.
Alexander Chocomog, Sid Hayes, Rosa. He shouldn't be getting the Boca trigger.
Well, Laboka can be 2 or 3 casts, or
is it? Okay.
4 and 5 and above, I want to say. So
Let's double check that.
So it's L-E-K-O.
L-E-K-O.
L-E-K-H-O.
Demon target.
Funny thing is,
L-E-H-K-O.
I think I nailed it earlier.
You did.
And no, that's Semi Lafina. Oh God, no. Oh man, how did I nail it there with this? Just Le. So Leko Haboka. It's not even whatever. So Zidane hit a Cat 8 forwards. That's Cypher?
Yep, Cypher, however you pronounce him. Again, not as good as the free Shiva or even the Rosa was for him earlier game. I mean, he can cast those cards should he want to.
So it looks like we're gonna get a nerve-in attack.
We're doing Emperor Gestel here, I think. You tap Emperor Gestel, put him in the break zone, remove 4 cards from your opponent's break zone. If they are all of the same card type, so if they are all forwards, backups, etc., you get a card draw. And there we go.
And that is a lot of gas that Jack is targeting there.
Yeah, none of that good stuff coming back.
Yeah, Rosa, Zidane, and 2 Sid Hazes. Now, we have had the call for time on the round, so we are on turn 0.
Yeah, this could very well be a double loss, although Preston is known to take the gentleman's approach and scoop at the end of the 3rd turn.
Yeah,
which may or may not be something that the judges like.
So it does look like we've got a Renoa back from last time.
Renoa into Renoa, yeah. So I mean,
so we're just going to keep those cycling, I guess. But
yeah, just in case it gets pinged in that.
Now, so I'm inclined here. You go to combat, attack with Squall, Dull Freeze, probably the Zidane, just in case. And there's Cypher.
Okay. Cypher going to take a damage and search. Get back a member of the disciplinary committee. Yeah, we've got Raijin there, or Fujin. I forget which is which on those. Getting Raijin back.
Okay, so
Rosa, Renoa, it was a complete free cast because of the amount of Cat 8 he's got going on.
So Cypher does have haste here. He is 9k now from taking that point of damage.
And now he's got the protection from the Raijin as well, which I believe protects him from abilities.
Damage 3, gains 2,000 forward, and cannot be chosen by opponent's abilities. Nailed it.
So they both gain 4k as well, which is significant. Suddenly 9 and 11k being big numbers, and then we go in with Squall to Dull Freeze. Something
probably would have selected the Zidane, to be honest. But
I mean, maybe he's just conscious of the fact that he's either going to trade a 7k for. Now he's not. No, he's going to trade.
And oh my god,
a punch above all.
So Preston losing both a Luso and Neo X-Death here.
I mean, I think that's all she wrote at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
so looking for 2.
Leko Boker and Chantal. No. So he's just gone for that. He didn't block.
No, but Dryad hit. That's another answer down. I was just going to say, we've got a Dancing Jenny going by. People's Champ back in the building, ladies and gentlemen, with her twins. So, how did you do tonight then, Jen? Yeah.
Yes.
2-2. Okay. 2-2. First time back in like a month though, so.
Yeah, no, that's.
Oh wow!
You want to give other people a chance to win, I suppose, eh? That's it, yeah.
Okay, so Preston up to damage 6, hitting a lot on that 6th damage there.
I mean, this was turn 0. Now we're on turn 1, and
there's the scoop.
Done.
Yeah.
No.
Well played by Jack T. Yeah, absolutely monster there. Well done there.
I mean, he went aggro straight out the gate as well, which is the right way to deal with Ice Wind Storm, I think. It's just pressure, and, hope that does the job. And it did indeed. He played it very well, and he got an awful lot of 8 characters on board. He played a free Renoa more than once.
Exactly that. Right, guys, we will do a quick be right back. We'll get Jack T over here and finish off with the interview. Be right back. Alright guys, back with the winner of the final round here on the stream, Jack T.
Hello.
Cat 8, what inspired you for that?
Do you know what? I love Cat 8. For the longest time, I said last time I was on stream, I'd been running a Fire Lightning version of it.
Sure.
And it did nothing, and I was just killing myself, and I was like, do you know what? I saw all the spoilers, I'm like, I'm going to make Cat 8 again, I'm going to make Ice Lightning, see how it goes, come in, win on stream.
Nice.
Can't go wrong.
So, obviously we saw a pretty wide board from you. The Quistis S was pretty nice. But why were you looping the Renoa? Was there any particular reason on that?
Because the reason I was looping the Renoa is I had blockers for their swings, and because I was looping the Renoa, if I lost one of the good cards from an S effect or something, I could get it back with whatever was in my hand.
And of course, you're playing Renoa for free at that point as well, which is,
especially with the board that I had, unless there was a board wipe, that Renoa would still be able to get me a card back. I might need to pay a couple extra for it, but it was just that recycling that I was looking for, that bit of safety and a net to fall back on.
So we noticed that you went aggro pretty much straight away, and you seem to know what you're doing against that particular deck type. I mean, is that what as soon as you saw it was Preston, you thought, right, I'll go aggro because you don't want to build, or
I've played Preston loads,
sure,
and I know how I've got a kind of idea of how he plays. Going in and making a wall just to kind of do something and try and slow him down was the idea.
Yeah.
My whole deck, there's a disciplinary side to it, which we barely saw at the end with the Cypher, the Raijin, getting them out at the end, I hopefully was hoping to get it out earlier, so he couldn't swing over it.
Yeah.
But I didn't get him out, so I was like, okay, I'll make a wall until I can, and it just kind of ended up with just recycling back.
I think
keeping on it.
The Ice Squall was doing quite a lot of work for you as well.
Oh god,
pushing stuff over the 7k threshold into 8k was huge, because a lot of stuff that Preston runs is 7k. Suddenly your 7's at 8, and it's like, oh well, I'm sorry, thank you very much.
I've got to say that Quistis made that Squall just even better.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a buff, and it's also got the extra freeze on there, and the whole gambling with it, the S effect. I love it. It was good fun.
So how big was your Kate Sith right at the beginning for slowing Preston down and setting you up a little bit there? Because you hit that Atmos right off the bat.
I know. Whenever I've played Preston, my whole experience of just playing aggro, if I didn't have an Ami, I was going to get reacted to. It's going to be 5 minutes long reaction. I'm going to lose it. And I know Atmos, every stuff that reactivates is big. So if I try and take out bits of it, I don't know how many he runs. Obviously, one.
I think it is actually only the one.
I think he's reduced it to one. I think you nailed it.
Oh, okay. Good, yeah. So.
I mean, whether it was one or not, that was the right choice out of those cards in hand. I mean, nicely played today, Jack. It was very
First
nice
win
to see.
on stream as well.
Yeah, as well. Can't go wrong. The losing streak is over.
Well, you've done a bit behind the camera as well.
Yes.
You a couple of weeks ago. Now you've won in front of it. What's your next target?
Taking over.
Nah.
Somewhere between both. Yeah.
I'll be sat on the camera playing the games. That's probably where it's going to be, I think.
Well, with that, guys, we're heading up to closing time here, live from Cardiff in Firestorm. Again, check out all our socials on CymruCactuars.com. Check out the VODs on YouTube as well. Extra videos going up as well, as we hopefully get into a little bit more content. Anything else from you guys while we're at?
No, I hope you enjoyed.
We did enjoy it.
Good.
Well, guys, we will catch you next week. Stay tuned for stuff on our YouTube, and we'll... Bye.
Take care.